I think as a graduate in 2020, it's been a bit of a wild ride. Obviously, it is a landscape of uncertainty for any graduate because you don't know what job you might get or what job you might not get, and you also don't know whether the career you've chosen to have will be as you imagined it to be. I graduated last year with a Bachelor of Media, Communications and Journalism from UNSW. And this year I've been working full-time in the local chemist. Being an essential worker from the very beginning of COVID has had positive and negative effects on my mental health and just my state of being, I guess. At the beginning of lockdown, the chemist was a very frenetic environment where everyone wanted everything very quickly and they wanted answers that we didn't particularly have for them, and they wanted products that we didn't have, and it was all a very confusing, high-stress time. So that bonding really did start from the very beginning because we all had to kind of band together and go, this is absolute madness and no one knows how to deal with it. And some people couldn't deal with it, and that was really frustrating for those of us who were kind of just trying to like keep everything afloat. Your complete sort of life is overtaken by information overload, and you come from that environment where everyone's asking you for information, and then you go home and you're trying to find out information for yourself. And you know, podcasts, news, everything, social media was all just completely overrun with that content. So I found it really important to try and come home and do something completely different, whether that be tuning into a TV show or reading or talking to someone about something that was not coronavirus. Initially, it was very hard to disconnect from it, and I think that also, once the initial kind of rush was over, my hours were cut and things at work did change, and it meant that I had a lot more free time that I am not used to. And that was a real struggle because I couldn't fill it with the things that I would normally be able to do because they were closed or they were too far away or they just weren't a viable option anymore. So I think it is very easy to sort of go inside yourself in that moment, but I had to sort of maintain connections with people and sort of try and engage with things that I enjoyed in my free time from way back when I used to have free time, like in high school. I'm an only child, so I've always been happy to entertain myself, but I think that when social interaction is stripped from you, you kind of gain this new appreciation for it, and I think I learned that I couldn't spend such prolonged periods of time alone, and that I did crave having someone close to me to talk to and have that person in person as well. A lot of the people that I am close to were not around me, and so I think I found that I did actually want that, and when I got it back for a minute and then it was taken away again, I think I did struggle with the adjustment of that and knowing that it might be longer than it would normally be. So yeah, I think I definitely shifted my perception of myself in that way. These couple of months have been a real lesson, and I think now that it's going back to normal, I'd want to tell myself from before the crisis that there will be things that you miss about the time, and there will be things that will be more stressful once it's over. And don't fret so much about the change and the adjustment, because it's just going to keep going, and there will be things that have been better in this period than there will be coming out of it.